Today, we're diving deep into something that's super important, but often misunderstood when it comes to achieving our goals. Motivation. We all love that feeling when we're pumped up, right? The burst of energy to start something new or tackle a challenging task. Motivation can feel like the fuel we need to get things done. But here's the hard truth. Motivation alone isn't enough. You've probably experienced it yourself. Those days when you're on top of the world, and then the next day it's hard to get out of bed. The problem is, motivation comes and goes. It's not reliable, and it's certainly not sustainable. But the good news is, there's something that can keep you going, even when motivation fades, and that's discipline. Today, I'm going to explain why discipline is the real key to long-term success and how you can build it into your life so that it works for you. Let's dive in. All right, let's talk about motivation for a minute. Motivation feels amazing when it hits. It's that rush of energy that gets you started on a new project, workout, or habit. But if we're honest with ourselves, it's highly unreliable. Think back to a time when you felt super motivated. Maybe you decided to start exercising or working on a new business idea. You were so excited you couldn't wait to get started. But what happened after a few days? For most of us, motivation fades, and suddenly we're left feeling stuck. We know we should be working on our goals, but the drive is gone. That's the problem with relying solely on motivation. It's not sustainable. Motivation is like a spark, bright and exciting at first. But if you don't have something to keep the fire going, it burns out fast. You can't depend on a fleeting feeling to keep you consistent. What you need is discipline. So what is discipline exactly? Unlike motivation, discipline isn't about feeling pumped up or excited. It's not about willpower. It's about creating consistent habits that you follow, day in and day out, no matter how you feel. Discipline is the ability to show up when you don't want to. It's about making choices that align with your long-term goals, even when it's hard or inconvenient. And here's the thing, when you have discipline, you don't need motivation to get started. Discipline doesn't rely on how you feel. It's about committing to the process. Think about it this way. If you want to build a strong body, you don't wait for the motivation to hit before working out. You show up every day, even when you'd rather skip it. And over time, those small, disciplined actions stack up to big results. That's the power of discipline. It's predictable, reliable, and long-lasting. And the best part, the more disciplined you become, the easier it gets. Okay, now that we know why discipline is so important, you might be wondering, how do I actually build it? Well, the good news is, it's not about having superhuman willpower. It's about taking small, consistent steps every day. Here's a simple approach to start building discipline in your life. Start small. Don't try to overhaul your life all at once. Pick one habit or goal that's important to you and start with just a few minutes each day. Whether it's reading, exercising, or working on a project, start small and focus on consistency. Set clear goals. Discipline thrives when you have a clear vision of what you want to achieve. Break down your big goals into small, manageable tasks. When your tasks are clear, it's much easier to follow through. Create a routine. Your routine is the framework that holds your discipline together. Whether it's waking up early, meditating, or scheduling time for work, having a set routine takes the guesswork out of your day. Stay accountable. Tell someone about your goals or even share them on social media. When you have accountability, you're more likely to stick to your commitments. Be kind to yourself. There will be days when you slip up. That's okay. Discipline doesn't mean perfection. It's about getting back on track day after day. Show yourself compassion when you fall short. As you start building discipline, something amazing happens. Momentum. The more consistent you are, the easier it becomes to stay disciplined. At first, it might feel like a struggle, but after a few weeks, you'll start noticing something. You don't have to force yourself to show up anymore. The habit becomes ingrained in your routine, and it doesn't take as much effort. Remember, consistency is key. Discipline isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about showing up every day, even on the tough days. And over time, you'll see the rewards of your hard work. Momentum keeps you moving forward, even when motivation is nowhere to be found. It's that feeling of progress, no matter how small, that keeps you going. Let's talk about the bigger picture. Discipline is what separates short-term wins from long-term success. Motivation might get you through the first few days or weeks, but it's discipline that will carry you through the ups and downs of life. Whether you want to grow your career, get in better shape, or build a meaningful relationship, discipline is the foundation that supports your dreams. Discipline means you're consistently showing up, putting in the work, and trusting the process. It doesn't matter if things get tough. It doesn't matter if motivation fades. What matters is that you keep going. The results won't happen overnight, but every single day that you stay disciplined is a step closer to where you want to be. So the next time you feel like waiting for motivation to strike, remember, discipline is what will truly get you where you want to go. Motivation might start the journey, but discipline is what keeps you on the path. If you want to see real, lasting change in your life, it's time to build discipline. Start small, stay consistent, and be patient with yourself. I hope today's video gave you some insight into why motivation isn't enough and how discipline can transform your life. I'd love to hear how you're planning to build more discipline in your own life. Drop a comment below and let's chat about it. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with anyone who needs a little reminder that discipline is the true key to success. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay disciplined and keep moving forward.